Alright, so we have completed one of the two final quests for the Relic of Tektugaism. I am thinking we may need to do the second one, and a little nervous about it if we're being honest. That last one was far more touch and go than I wanted it to be. It seems that the balancing on 11-person quests is pretty strong. Hey, Robbie, welcome. We earlier in the stream we did a pretty scary quest, all things considered. 11 of our colonists left the colony in a shuttle to go take care of some things. Oh, we got a bulk goods trader. That's great news for us. The Green Grow Import Company is going to be taking a lot of garbage off of our hands, I reckon. Wow. That's a lot of donkeys they have for sale. The Green Grow Import Company has... Hold on. I want to get a good handle on this. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, 2 of those were yaks. 14 donkeys. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Glad to hear you checked it out, Robbie. Appreciate that. Let's buy all the chem fuel, buy all the Nutramine. Components, advanced components, you can never have enough of them. I'll sell all our bird leather, all our plain leather, all our blue fur, all our bearskin, rhino skin. Pick up a bit more medicine from them. I'm going to pick up the 77 penoxycillin. We've been making our own, but I'm not sure it's worth it. We don't need the steel or the plasteel or the hops. Slate blocks we could take, but I don't think we need to. I'm going to sell 100 beer. I'll take all their wood, because you don't have a great way to generate wood. All right, now comes the serious stuff. We're going to try and sell a lot of clothing. Cloth cowboy hat? I'm not sure why we even have that. Or a cloth toque. It's the things we pick up along the way, you know? I'll take another shield pack. I'll sell the good statue. We have 2 beds. I don't want to keep those around. All right. And now, the magic of insect jelly. Yep. We take them for all they're worth. There we go. We bought a lot of flammables there. Apparently that's what the colony is missing. It's just mountains and mountains and mountains of flammable goods. But that 77 penoxycillin is going to keep us in pretty good standing for a while, I think. This sleep accelerator. I'm not going to remember it's there. We're just going to build another one. So Robbie, this game has been out for a long time, and I think it would be very hard to play on console because without mouse and keyboard, there's so many buttons to push, so many keys, letters to press, etc. I think this would be a hard game to adapt. The last spell, on the other hand, I think is much more, like, it would work well on console, I think. Same for Darkest Dungeon 2. I expect that that will be coming to console. RimWorld, on the other hand, I think that might be a hard sell. I can't believe how fast our kibble supply went away. And we are running on fumes. Yeah, the original Darkest Dungeon, they brought over to consoles. I expect they'll do the same with Darkest Dungeon 2 once it's a little further in development. Since Darkest Dungeon 2 just came out to early access, I think normally that's the way they go. All right, let's... Gotta be a little careful with these boomalopes. Absolutely sleeping. It matches so well with that user interface. Yeah, playing on mobile would be my preference, since, you know, there's so few things to press, and I expect that the same will be true for Darkest Dungeon 2. You know, there's a limited number of abilities, etc. It's kind of the perfect game for that. All right, are these? You're dead. You're dead. All right, they will explode on their own. Hopefully they explode soon, and then the rain comes. Yeah, I've actually never played Darkest Dungeon on... Wait, did you get back up? You weren't supposed to get back up. Alright, that's better. Yeah, I've never played Darkest Dungeon on a tablet, but that would be super fun. So these guys are going to explode. Oh, did that... Yeah. The fire burned up the corpses, so we're not going to get any meat out of these. Such is life. Oh, are they really going to make us do the final quest here? Oh, yeah, I mean, I can imagine. Like, there's... Okay. Everything's on fire. So noted. There's so few games that are so perfect in that regard, right? Like, you know, most mobile games sometimes feel a little bit like it's tough to adapt them. But yeah, Darkest Dungeon, like, such perfect simplicity to it. I'm absolutely dreading doing this final covert structure after the last one. Because we almost got our butts kicked, and, like, I feel like that was a really lucky thing, right? We got 4 out of 5 hacks without having anything, and then we just had that one room, and it was just, like, everything in there. The other thing is, I really wish that I had tried stealthing it, just sending Edie in to hack it. I'm very curious if that would have worked. I don't think it would have, but it would have been cool to try it. Like, save the game and be like, I'm not doing it this way, but let's try it out. We could have learned a thing, is what I'm saying. All right, and then we're getting the Dark Fiesta in 4 hours, it looks like. Wow. We haven't been using herbal medicine much, apparently. We have a lot of Glitter World medicine, though, so we probably don't need to worry so much about keeping that around. Looks like people are asleep, so we'll wait until tomorrow to do the Dark Fiesta. These centipedes have been sitting here for so long, but if I remember, there's a bunch of them, right? Yeah, 8 centipedes is a lot of centipedes. I'd rather not take that fight if I don't have to. If someone else can do my dirty work, I would be very content with that. So Slay the Spire is an interesting one because it does, at least in my experience, have a lot of like dragging, right? Like, you know, you drag a card to something to attack it. And I've always found that that is a slightly less graceful thing to do on tablets. Oh my gosh. Wait, there's a mech high shield over here? Whoa. I wonder if I can get there without... Ooh, looks like I can. All right, let's do that, and let's get Flynn doing this. I guess I just forgot that this was here. Don't get shot, Flynn. Okay. Nicely done. All right. Free shields, can't complain. You can never have too many low shield packs for when things just go badly. Yeah, I also haven't played Slay the Spire in a very long time. I love Slay the Spire. I don't think I was ever very good at it, though. Like, I made it to... Ascension 20? Is that the max level? Oh, alright. Well, they came in with Yep, this is what you hate to see. Oh! Hey! Helen was doing great there. We could technically... their shield generator just got knocked out by someone with EMP grenades over here. We could technically try shelling them, but I don't think it's worth it. Yeah. All right. Let's do a Dark Fiesta. Party time. Oh. Autosave is ruining my my enjoyment. Everybody's enjoying the statue of the Rock. Unforgettable Dark Fiesta. Nice. We maxed out our relationship. And 16 mood buff. Jeez. That's just stupid. Alright, well, sorry, bulk goods trader. You win some, you lose some. We haven't done Gulliver's Travels in a while either. Let's do one of those. I don't think you can name statues, otherwise I absolutely would. Unfortunately, the statue is named Tendrils of Darkness because of its significance to our ideology. But I am going to call it Dwayne out of lore. For the time being. Oh, in fact, I take it back. I think there is a solution to this problem. Oh, and a beautiful Gulliver's Travels. Oh my gosh, people are just going to be so happy. This is insane. Like, wow. That's a lot of positive mood right there. So what we can do is we can go into dev mode and then go into edit mode, come down here, edit the name of this. Let's call this Tendrils of Dwayne. Turn off edit mode. Turn off development mode. There we go. We have officially changed the large symbol name for our ideologian from Tendrils of Darkness to the much more apropos Tendrils of Dwayne. Thank you for the recommendation, Sleeping. Now we're kind of waiting to... We're in a bit of a wait and see right now. We're going to get our next raid, make sure there's not another one on its heels, and then we'll be attempting to secure the relic. Secure the stack trace, and then we can begin on the third relic, which will complete our ritual room. And also make our colonists very happy. Because nothing makes a practitioner of Tektugaism happier than having all of the ancient relics back in our possession. Wow, the Penoxycillin goes fast, actually. But I guess we should be buying it when we have the opportunity. And yeah, we're floating a crazy amount of fungus now, to the point where I'm gonna set a new target of 4,000. So that we use some of that fungus up. Now, our meat supply is not faring quite so well. Probably, I don't know if we had any meat on offer, but right now our wildlife tab is, whew, it's a sad wildlife tab right there. I guess we could have bought all those donkeys and slaughtered them. Just bought 14 donkeys. That would have been... This Psychic Insanity Lance barely survived. Yeah. I'm not doing the Arco Nexus. Who would be my 5 that I would take? Edie Flynn, Valentin. It would be Edie Flynn, Elliot. Oh, it's impossible. It might not even be Edie. It might be Flynn, Elliot, Valentin, White. I know, Robbie. I got to figure out a plan here, because if we don't get some animals soon, we're gonna start running out of meat. This is all the meat that we have right now. This is our freezer. And normally we have more meat down here, but as you can see, the cupboard is bare. So, and we haven't been able to very effectively hunt because I can't let our people wander out for fear that they will bump into this little bucket of syrup. So, oh, the alpaca and the warg are clearly fighting. Oh. Well, then there's that. This mech cluster is literally attached to my geothermal. So... Again, no auto mortar here. So I think we just poke it and see if it... just poke it and see if it triggers on us. It's another smoke. This is a oh, this is a toxic spewer. Okay, so we need to do that one sooner rather than later. Okay. All right, so hopefully this at least wakes up this mech cluster. Yep. Did exactly that. All right, I think they're gonna come in, so I'm not gonna wait. Let's get the crew ready. It looks like the back one's not coming too. All right. Just what I was hoping for. Do I want to... I think I want to just... Yeah, I'm just gonna gun them down one at a time. I'm not gonna bother doing the berserk thing. There were a lot of scythers in the mix on this one. Can someone... I don't really want Valentin getting meleeed here. Okay. That's better. How many centipedes are we working with here? 4? Okay, that's not bad. They're certainly queuing up nicely for us. How long until this activates? Initiates in 13 days? Okay, we can definitely handle that. This right here is a little annoying. Actually, I think if we break through right here, we might get a clear shot at that. Well, maybe not there, but maybe over here. Yeah, oh, okay. I think we got a plan, but we got to get this done first. Okay, so these are the ones that we don't mess with. All right, doing beautiful work here. Looks like we're not quite gonna have B-bores down by the time I wanted to. All right, that was not bad. Okay, so let's see if we can, if this is as simple as I think it is. Because I think they've created a beautiful line of sight for us here. Yeah, this line of sight block is amazing. Then... Alright, Flynn, you get out of here. Are they coming for me? I can't tell. I don't know if I'm within their sensing range. And then that's a centipede one. That's a centipede one. All right. Yeah. So. Like pikemen, I'm not as worried about. Lancers, I'm not as worried about. Lancer, pikemen, centipede. Okay. So we actually have vision, I think, on all of the centipede ones. They're getting a little feisty over there, I feel like. Why can I not shoot this? Alright, that was just some weird visual stuff. Why can't you shoot that? I move to here, and then I have shots. I really want to get the toxic spewer down. That's the... I feel like any one of these could like turn around and grab me. The second that this goes down, I need to jump because that's gonna activate this turret. I'd love to pick up all these mech nodes. But I'm not gonna roll the dice on the risk that it would be to try and get it. Wahoo! Alright. Nice. No worries about the toxic spewer. That was clean. Oh yeah, and now the bears can get to work on this. Alright, I got distracted there. But now we have pikemen, lancer, pikemen. So that's no big deal. Hopefully this mega sloth. Ooh, we could lure the mega sloth down. That's a good idea, actually. Let's put a stockpile zone here. Make it a double zone. Critical fungus. We have a lot of fungus now. So let's lure all the animals in. This will help with our issues. Our food-related issues. Because the mega sloth won't see a lot on the map to eat. It's an herbivore, I believe. Yep, vegetables, seeds, live plants, meals, processed foods, liquor, and kibble. You haven't lived until you've seen a drunk mega sloth. But yeah, we can get some... Where did I place that? Not stockpile zones. Right here. All right. Wow, I almost missed it. Goes to show you how imperfect memory is. There we go. So the bears will deliver fungus to here. And that should attract whatever wildlife is on the map that would eat it, like that mega sloth. I expect it won't take long. But yeah, in a lot of ways, this mech cluster was pretty awesome for us. 6 power cells would be cool too, but I'm not going to risk going after them too much. There we go. Oh. No baby polar bears. We have enough polar bears. Got to keep telling myself that. Every time we go to the store, I'm like, ooh, look, polar bears. And then Mom's like, you have polar bears at home. And I do. I do indeed have polar bears at home. I don't think I've ever seen these, like, fully grow. I can't imagine any world in which this mech cluster eventually gets taken out and these unstable power cells don't go up in a massive explosion. This is a big source of inefficiency. Like, if I took this door and I moved it over to here, that would be quite the difference maker. Oh, we have an emergency descent. A shuttle of the Exodus Empire has taken damage and is seeking a place to land. Its commander, Boar, wants to land at Turtle Haven. Tribespeople from the Covenant of Kanto will attack the crashed shuttle site in an attempt to kill its occupants. You must defend them. The shuttle contains Boar, a civilian, 2 Janissaries. The commander and the civilian must be rescued, but the Janissaries may be sacrificed. After 8 hours, a rescue shuttle will come. I think we do this. 3 res mech serum is great. And then we just hope that it doesn't, like, land in the... Yeah, this is a perfect landing spot, actually. I don't think we have anything to worry because I don't think that the tribespeople that are attacking will... Historically, they've not been breachers. I guess just in case they are, though, let's get mobilized over here. But I think the tribespeople are actually going to get chewed up by the mech cluster, as is tradition. So strategically, one of the reasons I was thinking this was a good idea was that there's not a lot of map left for a shuttle to land in that's not already in range of things. So, how long? Shuttle arrives in 6 hours, accepted 2 hours. All right, should come pretty soon. So even if the bad guys come in here, if they are breachers, then yeah, we're gonna have to fight them at this wall. But it is much more likely that even if they spawn here, that they'll then walk all the way around. Oh. All right, Valentin. You're a sleepy dude. Guess the timing we picked was perhaps a little off. All right, there they are. All right. Let's, just in case any of them make it through. Do not go after them, yeah, knuckleheads. All right, so there's a possibility that nope. Yeah, sorry, tribals, you're gonna get peppered pretty good. And then this is I'm impressed by how many of them made it by, though. Like, we're gonna have to fight some. First one in is Macamago. Yeah, the polar bears are very strong, Robbie, and quite cool. I like that that's the animal that kind of naturally became our animal of choice. Oh, this is just mean. These tribals don't stand a chance. Here's I know. Quick sleeper, kind jogger. It's actually a pretty solid pawn. Great corpse, apparently. Oh, Mouse has a nice hairdo, if nothing else. Fast learner, jealous brawler. That hair really stood out, didn't it? Leopards ate their face, obviously. Ooh, Worm is another speedy one, I can tell. Nope, kind jogger. Just, Oh, Amboss, did one of your family members die? Who was that just died? You just had a sad thought. Tell me what's going on, Amboss. It had to be a relationship. Did we have... It didn't warn me of a relationship. Oh, maybe Amboss just didn't like seeing the corpse. That could be, too. Okay, rescue shuttle arrives. Everybody gets in. They get out of here. We get buried in... Oh, and as soon as the shuttle is gone, they're like, okay, we're not even going to hang around. Okay. Cool. I think I need a new storage place for uranium. This is too much uranium. But yeah, they're all gonna retreat via the most foolish path. Yeah. It's a bad day for the tribes people. But that's it's an important lesson, I think, that they just learned there. Don't mess with Turtle Haven. And we get shuttle loot. Oh yeah. Sweet, sweet shuttle loot. We're still... Oh, we got our first round of who's awake? Valentin's awake. I need more people though, I think. There's actually like a handful of folks coming in. I don't know if I've dispatched enough people yet. Valentin's pretty good. He will probably... Oh, I don't like my bears fighting them over there, though. I mean, the bears win handily against these, because we got rid of all the scary ones. But I should have been paying more attention to that. Yeah, if we had had Scythers in the mix, that would have been a very unfortunate turn of events. But honestly, Valentin probably could have taken care of that almost all on his own. Look at all the pemmican that we get. Okay, so yeah, so our uranium stockpile overfloweth. That is a problem that is not limited to uranium, but I'll put that there and green light the bears to go do that. Oh, wow, the bears didn't have access over here, and we still moved this much steel? Our people need a hobby. I like that, Robbie. All right, so where are we right now? We just had the first of what could be 2 events, so we're gonna hold off a minute here just to make sure that we don't have a second one, and then I think we're gonna roll the dice on that second 11-person colony event. Also, why is this not working? Why did the Mega Sloth not come over here? Aren't you hungry, Mega Sloth? Or Bear? Both of you. Oh, maybe you can't cross... Maybe you can't cross the fences when you're in Predator mode? I think that might be the case. Yet again, too much beer. Too much beer. The shields on this particular one are just really annoying. Ooh, that took a little bit of damage. The high shield. If the high shield took some damage, I would probably shell it and finish that that one off on my own. We're definitely still in the window where a second event could come, and we have to be very careful. We got rid of the toxic spear, which is great. What was the... Oh, I don't even get to see what the loot was from the shuttle. I believe you get 1 advanced component for shuttle loot. Build more pods there. What do you do with 6,000 uranium? This is the question. I also have a lot of pemmican now. Edie's currently getting sculpted. Oh, I bet... Do you hate pemmican? I would keep pemmican on hand if you hated pemmican. I feel like you're doing better than you were doing before. What has gotten better? Oh. Oh, Bubka. You're gonna have a bad time. Or Bubka's the chosen one. One of the two. Doesn't... Oh, found their way to that steel barricade. That was a bold move. Good job, Bubka. Sorry it didn't work out for you. So here's what I'm thinking. I want to test this out. I'm going to have green come over here and hold this door open for a minute. And I want to see if that causes the Mega Sloth to path. I don't want to leave the door open though. And I didn't see it immediately move. So I'm gonna close it back up. I'm wondering if the Mega Sloth simply can't traverse this tunnel because of the fence gates. Which would be a weird thing all in itself. Oh. Alright, so Valentin was doing pretty well there. I think White's out now. So I think the two of them are gonna duo this incoming threat. Almost didn't get a shot off there. Alright, Randy, and if you're gonna decide to run into the line of fire, you can become part of the firing line. We're getting into the safe zone. There we go. I keep feeling like just like a well-timed, like if we had a nice big Manhunter pack enter like right here, I think it would clean this up nicely for us. Even like a not particularly threatening Manhunter pack, I think would do the job. But yeah, I can't leave until the remaining mechs. I just realized, yeah, I really can't leave until the remaining mechs get. Well, I could use bears for it. That would be a reasonable approach. Yeah, as long as this mech cluster is producing mechs, it's probably a very foolhardy thing to, that. Wow, this low shield, under half health. Some damage has been put in on it. If the game would just give me a different sub-quest here. Just swap this one out with something a little more reasonable. Like maybe one of those slaughter an innocent tribe ones. That'd be great. I do really enjoy not having to micromanage the biosculpt pods anymore. That change has worked out quite nicely. I think getting it set up appropriately is a little tricky, but all right, White. Time to get ourselves some Mega Sloth. I think this thing is moving pretty slow. Yeah, oh yeah, it's almost toasted. And also, just for cleanliness' sake, let's get rid of all of this stuff while we're at it. The bear is wandering to awkward locations. I don't know that I can get it very easily. Yeah, it's not cooperating. Oh, is it going for food now? Was it the presence of the mega sloth that made it feel like it could kill something? Because now, yeah, now it's just like... Wow. White is just not being very nice to these animals. But that's what you want from a hunter. So I would argue that I think now we are in the safe zone. But we have the problem that we still have mechs getting assembled. So I have 2 more mechs, which is 2 more days. And then I'm not sure how close we'll be to the next event. We went through that last one really quickly, but it's not always the case. Turt Spanish had their 150th birthday. Nice. All right, Evie's out. So normally I would feel like this was like the moment to do the final event, but in a third of a day, we're going to have 4 baddies coming in. All right, looks like Zach and Ayala are going to be just fine. Wait, why has this bear not already been hauled? I guess our bears are just slacking on the hauling. Oh, there it goes. Y'all anything fancy? Industrious tortured artist and a sickly gourmand and kind friend. That'd be a no. So I think 3 of our folks is the appropriate number. For taking out the next wave of mechs, that is. Which is how many we're leaving behind, but I don't think I want to rely on that. Who's close by? Bebor's close by. Kenta's close by. Get everybody full cover, so they're leaning out into partial cover. I feel like Kenta's shooting is, yeah, surprisingly awesome. That guy got the flank on us. Respect. $19 shooting for white. Okay, so we only got 1 more of those before we're freed up, and I think we'll have plenty of time in this pocket to make it happen. Because if this is one of the long ones, we're only at the halfway point. It's not bad. What an absolute mess, though, isn't it? Boss has got an aerodrone strike back. Joy of joys. I don't think I've done any of the damage to the smoke spear. I think that's all been collateral damage from fights that mech cluster has been in. A hare self-tamed. That right there. Actually. Psychic drone for grill. Oh. A vengeful machine persona is threatening the pirates of Club Wolves. Moral dog, Dan Grilliopolis, wants you to send a message to the persona accepting responsibility for their transgressions. If you do, the persona will turn its anger on you. A high psychic drone will buzz the area around Turtle Haven for 4.6 days, pushing all the people of female gender towards insanity. But we get 2 healing serums. We're doing it. That's big. That rounds out our stockpile of mech serums. Four days is a long time, but absolutely worth it. Would have loved the Archotech arm too, but healer serum is just one of those things that you want to have some of. And most of the ladies are really quite happy anyways. And we can when these 2 wake up, I'm just gonna have them put on psychic helmets. I will probably have to do the same for Elliot, but we have almost enough to cover the ladies, and our colony is pretty heavily. Well, what is the split? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of 13? Okay, so yeah, it's a pretty even split. It's amazing. We can't seem to keep the daylilies alive in here. Okay, so White and Bangs should be feeling better, as should Elliot, who I believe I also queued up with one. Yeah. We'll just leave these here. It's a good reminder that things are in the wrong places. Now, given the female psychic drone, we are going. That does push back our incursion for the final element of the stack trace, but still hoping maybe we get it done this stream. We'll see. Ah, Leaf, welcome to RimWorld. That is a very classic experience. The early game is very punishing. You got to be very careful with your encounters, and a man-hunting squirrel can be absolutely terrifying. It's just RimWorld things. But I think that's part of what makes the game so rewarding, honestly, is the stories that you end up telling about, like, the random things. Like, as an example, very early in this playthrough for me, I had a mech cluster land right here. And this was back when my colony was, like, 2 rooms, and all of my colonists were sleeping together in, like, a shared barracks. And I had no way of taking out the mech cluster. And then 20 man-hunting squirrels showed up and swarmed the mech cluster and destroyed it. And it was like this perfect mutually assured destruction. Also, very early in this colony, one of my colonists was kidnapped. We have mechs to deal with. Was kidnapped, and that was a rough event, to say the least. What's your mood like, Edie? All right, you're super happy anyways. Yeah, there's definitely a point at which you hit some level of stability. But yeah, in the very early game, when your gear isn't good, it's impressive how little it can take to topple a colony. And that's part of what makes it so fun, is especially in the early game, you're kind of like on a razor's edge almost all the time. Makes surviving oh so sweet. As a side note, if it was a full wipe, there is an event that can take place called the Man in Black, where a mysterious stranger will show up to rescue your colony, if indeed everyone got downed. Doesn't always happen, but again, makes for a good story. How many barrels are we? Oh, I see. I put the EMP shells in the same one as the barrels. I think I probably want to move the EMP ones over here. And then make this only barrels. Because barrels explode, so I don't want to have them in our main stockpile. Now, was that the last? That was the last of the mech cluster. So that's good. We're having a concert, so that will be fine. I'm still going to wait out the psychic drone. We have 3 days on that. And then I'm worried that's going to put us in... Yeah, 3 more days. Excuse me? Oh, you got the Man in Black event? You got the Men in Black event, or you did get taken out by a squirrel? So it depends on their skills, right? I've had obviously not all colonists are capable of everything. So it's possible that you could get you get a Man in Black who's incapable of caring, which is the med skill one, as an example. Oh, that is a very... Getting power up there is going to be super hard. This is a very compact ambrosia sprout. We'd need to run power up if we were going to try and get it. Is it worth it? I guess it's not that hard to run power up. We don't have to protect the power. Apparently that does ruin the... You can't build power lines near your tree? That's a little lame. You would be surprised, though. Oh, nice. Yeah, Leaf, you would be surprised. It's, as weird as it sounds, it's surprisingly difficult to lose at RimWorld. There's a lot of, like, balances in play to kind of, like, help you kind of recover and have a comeback. Not to say that you can't. I have certainly lost plenty of RimWorlds. But normally, like, there's a lot of facets. Like, for instance, if you have a colonist die, the storyteller amps down future raids. So at the highest difficulty and kind of at the highest skill level, you can manipulate that a bit. So, for instance, you can accept a colonist you don't want, let them die, and then use that to suppress it. So from my perspective in the early game, the most important skills are Here, let's take a look really quickly. So the most important skills are you need to have a doctor. Absolutely. You need to have a cook because you're going to need food. You need someone who's going to do construction because you're going to need to build things. And if you have... And then depending on your starting scenario, you ideally want to have someone who's going to be planting and growing. And if you have those things covered, you can develop most of the other things. But you need doctoring, you need construction, you need planting, and you need cooking. And if you can kind of span those, for the most part, most of the other things you can kind of get away with for a while. You'll find that in your early raids, you have a relatively high frequency of downing adversaries, so you'll be able to recruit them and fill out your roster with kind of like what you need. One note on that is that, and you'll kind of learn it as you go, but there's a balance to be had between growing too fast and not growing fast enough. Like, you need to be a little picky with colonists because you can get into a situation where if your colony is too large and you lack the right skills or the right kind of whatever, that can get you pretty good. But you know, it's largely a trial and error type of thing. Wow, Randy's mining is still only at 13. That's crazy to me. We got another 2 days on the drone. If I thought we would get out of the range of the drone, I think the drone is global, so I don't think we can. But yeah, the other thing of note is you've probably seen at this point there are the three scenarios. So there's standard crash landed, which is 3 with a medium research tech level. Then there's tribal, which is very low tech, but you get 5 pawns. Which can be very beneficial. And then there's Rich Explorer, which is very unforgiving because if you only have one person, that person getting downed hits pretty hard. Edie, I feel like you're moving kind of slow. Something amiss? Wow. The Psychic Drone is now at minus 43. Oof. Elliot, we gave you one of those helmets. Wait. Are you not wearing? No. Even with a foil helmet, you're still getting a 38 drone? Holy cow. All right, we're going to have to start medicating to get through this, I think. People are going to need to start taking some yayo. Dang it, Grill. I did not bargain for this. Alright, well, Solar Flare is ending. That's half of the equation. How many days was it? It was a 4.6 days. We're at 2.3, so we're just about right at the midway point of this Psychic Drone. Hopefully it doesn't amp up too much more. Minus 43 is already kind of stupid. Should we do another... Oh, Edie and Green are lovers? When did that happen? Okay. We might want to do another ritual. We could do a dank fair to see if we get some extra mood, but if it went poorly, that could be very punishing. Now, Bangs, how are you? So yeah, so you're getting... Wait, so Bangs is getting a -3. Thanks to the Psychic Foil Helm. Oh, Elliot is psychically hypersensitive, aren't you? That's why it's still hitting you like a truck. Got it. Okay. Well, we're just going to have to deal with it. But yeah, Leaf, the short, long answer that I didn't really give you is like, you can play around a lot of different things. Like you can go for primarily a hunting start and kind of de-emphasize plants and focus on hunting wildlife, assuming you pick a biome that is kind of like appropriate for it, like one of them. Oh no 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 no! Who has Serenity here? Hello? Like, seriously, where are all my Psycasters? There you are. Oh, alright. Randy was not needed. That one worked itself out. But that social fight almost got us. But yeah, you can make almost anything work. For instance, I have a friend who's playing a run right now, and they're doing a cannibal run, and so they're focused very heavily on all of the trade caravans and raids that come into their village as their primary source of food. But your essentials are basically you need to be able to build buildings somewhat effectively. Doesn't have to be great construction skill, but you definitely need it. Someone to build a space for you to live, and also build things like beds, etc. Then you need someone who's going to focus pretty heavily on food, because food is one of those things that if you run out, you're in deep trouble. And then you can get by without social for a while. It's helpful to have it. It makes recruiting much faster. Art is nice to have eventually, and then all of your crafting, like your smithing, your tailoring, you're gonna need a little bit of that, but you can get by without it because you're gonna start out with a decent rifle. So, all right, losing some more herbal medicine, no big deal. Bebor is gonna wear the last tinfoil hat, I think. And then Elliot, I think, just needs a pick-me-up. Morrison's hanging in there surprisingly well. And then Valentin, you're pissed off even though you're like not experiencing a -40 psychic drone? .6 days to go. Starting to think we're gonna have our next event happen while we are under the influence of the psychic drone, which is always a little dangerous because when you draft pawns, they start to become more stressed just by nature of them not doing the things that they want to do. So it's definitely an opportunity. Also, the social fights are not great. Now, I'm super curious. So Green and Edie are pretty happy with one another right now. I didn't realize that was happening behind the scenes. I love the relationships that develop. That's fine. Our lure isn't working very effectively, though. That much is for certain. Oh, we got some donkeys over here. I'm just going to eat them. I don't need donkeys in my life, but... Great job, Valentin. Good enough. 3 out of 4 donks agree. I don't even know where that last donkey got to. It made a beeline straight out of here. And our meat's looking okay. We're at the 1 day out mark. And everybody's looking pretty happy, actually. Kind of miraculously so. Like, Morrison, how are you weathering this so effectively? Okay, you're working on what you love. Always, always good. Passions and Burning Passions giving a mood buff is a really nice feature. And we're officially due in the not too distant future. Elliot, again, is not the happiest camper. Elliot has a burning passion for that, so that will probably elevate her mood slightly. In fact, she just hit 19 skill at it. But just to be on the safe side, she is going to get another heaping helping of Yayo to take the edge off. Actually, our meat reserves look pretty okay. The fact that I'm seeing any overflow here means that things are in pretty good shape. Probably shouldn't bother with the berries. They're not very useful. Swap that over to heal root. I think we probably still have tons of dye. Yeah, we still have tons of dye. .6 days remain. Oh, we got a transport pod. Garner. Chemical Fascination, Misandrist, and Petty. Member of the Hwai, so we will save them, assuming that they're not... Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad off. They're not a potential colonist, but they will leave the map, and in leaving the map, they will give us they will improve our relationship with the faction. .4 days remain. We're so close. Guess I don't need to leave those. I can just unforce equip those, and I don't have to, like, give people back their specific helmets. And it looks like we're going to sleep through the last of this psychic drone, and our coffers are now full of healer and resmec serum, so... Accepting a geologist. A 36-year-old geologist named Carrie is calling from nearby. She's being chased by pirates from the Club Wolf. She begs for safety and offers to join Turtle Haven. If you accept, you'll have to fight off the pirates on her tail. The pirates are 6 grenadiers. We don't know any information about Carrie. We're probably not going to do that. Not for a geologist. Oh. These aren't growing because I haven't put a dark light torch. A fungus torch? Oh yeah, let's do this. Fungus torches. I don't think I've used that particular recipe yet. Randy's living his best life. 0.1 days remain. Yeah, Geologist is not happening. Even though I'd love to have gotten some pirates to clash with the mechs. The problem is that they're signaling that there are grenadiers in the mix, which means that it is most likely a breach raid. Psychic drone is ending. Hooray. All right. Let's see. Who are the people who I put the... Bangs got one. White got one. Beevor got one. And Elliot got one. There we go. They will all now go put on their appropriate helmets. And now, we'll actually get these growing. So now we're just waiting for the next event to happen before we empty our colony to go do something stupid and risky for a item we don't necessarily need. It's a good plan, I swear. The beer is taking over again. We're just producing so much of it. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Turkey, not useful. Mega Sloth is protecting itself quite nicely with the mech clusters. Ooh, we could do these, though. I'm going to go over here to try to... to cause them to run away. Not towards the edge of the map. All right. That was a good haul. Keeping our meat supply good to go. And yeah, we're firmly in the oh. Well. There goes that mega sloth I'd been eyeing. Yeah, we're not saving that guy. Alright, Mule is back out and in action. Oh, we got a bulk goods trader that appears to not be being stupid. Nope, maybe being stupid. Use the door. Not using the door. Oh, maybe using the door. Somewhat using the door. I don't think we can get here. These ones that are going the wrong way are going to ruin everything. Oh, wow. Just barely worked. I'm going to wait for the... muffle. Okay, before that gets too far. They have some raccoon meat. It's not enough raccoon meat to be worth anything. They do have a good selection of things, though. I'm going to sell 2 of those. Oh, we could sell our old tendrils of Dwayne. I don't think so, though. Wait, we have way too many button-down shirts, right? Yeah, I'll sell all 3 of those, and then we just need, like, maybe 200 insect jelly, 300 insect jelly. There we go. Now, where did all the goods get dropped is the question, since there's about to be a firefight. And I don't even see, like, the Nutramine. Where did that even get dropped? I know I bought it. I don't see it. Gert is doing amazing work, though. Oh, Gert, you're a hero. Don't stop now, Gert. Good try, Gert. So I bought 150 Nutramine. I don't see it anywhere. I would have expected it to be over here. So it drops off of whoever's carrying it. That's logical. But I don't know who was carrying it. Oh, there it is. Ah. Oh, good deal. That was not easy to identify. Okay, Mega Sloth died. Inspired taming on Beebor. Don't care about any of that. Now, the fact that they aren't getting the chem fuel, does that mean that the bears are not currently... Yeah, they're not zoned into... into there. So there's nowhere for them to haul the chem fuel to. What is this carrier dryad set on? Should be set on cleaning. Okay, that was not an event, though. We're still waiting on our event. Which I think means we're probably going to start the next episode with that next disaster. Stevenson, I got some bad news. I'm not going out to get you. You mess with the bull, you get the horns. my dude. And no one can convince me that the RimWorld soundtrack is not the all-time best. So good. There's subtle irony to the fact that it ran under a roof. Just in time, but I'm not going to worry about it. Current wealth is almost, well, it's like 1.2 million. It's a lot of wealth. How much is this statue worth? It's worth a lot, I bet. Yeah. 7,300 silver for that particular legendary sculpture of a rock. Yeah, the soundtrack definitely rocks. Yes! Mug's got malaria. This is the greatest news. So, as a little story to kind of catch you up, Leaf, Muggs was a pirate who attacked us, and in attacking us, killed one of my favorite polar bears, whose name was Nanook. And so I captured Muggs, killer of Nanook. I gave them peg legs. I then took away the peg legs. I gave them wooden hands in place of their hands. I gave them a mine screw, which causes permanent pain. And now I've kept them in a cell that is sweaty and gross and disgusting for the last many years to teach them a lesson about shooting doomsday rocket launchers at polar bears. Yeah, so Muggs has been our prisoner for coming up on 3.5 years. Pretty impressive. Muggs really crossed the wrong polar bear. Randy, what is your... You don't need to wear... You can go get a new head garment. You don't need that one. Wait, Randy. Did you put on a hat? Or are you just going hatless at the moment? You got a Devil Strand head wrap right over here. As impressive as your mohawk is. That's probably the saddest part about having Randy be the leader of our ideology. He doesn't get to show off his purple mohawk very often. All right, Cassandra. What's next? I should probably flip the switch and get our backup battery fully charged. Thank you, Bebor. I want to finish off this stream with a big pirate raid entering like right here. Or right here. I actually think that a big pirate... if the big pirate raid had EMPs, that would be the difference maker. Valentin's just bummed because Valentin has not had... Valentin, your schedule affords you plenty of time for recreation. Alright, everyone's going to get 2 hours of rec in the morning. I don't understand why Valentin is not recreating. But let's have him drink a beer. That provides an immediate bit of recreation that just takes him off of being recreation starved. And alcohol is one of those drugs that doesn't have an instant addiction potential. All right, we can now cut the kill switch between our battery backup and our main power grid. Oh, some pilgrims arrived. But it sounds like, yeah, they, quest failed. I mean, that's fair. I mean, there wasn't a lot I could do for Mackie in the 7 seconds that she was on the map before she was gunned down viciously. That's, for the very short time she was on the map, that's a lot of turret fire for anyone to endure. First she was hit in the leg. Then her leg was hit again and pierced. This is her left leg. So right leg shot, left leg shot. And then a neck injury. And then, ultimately she was killed when she succumbed to her right leg wounds. Win some, you lose some, Mackie. Yeah, a lot of our wealth is caught up in items. Although I guess, wow, we do have 150,000 silver worth of polar bears. That might have taken a hit when we divested from thrumbos. Yeah, at our peak we were like at about 160,000 wealth from animals. Wait, why? I mean, just refuel them, people. We have plenty of fungus. Holy cow. Can I catch a break with this door breaking down over and over again? It's quite the problematic door, and we have no one repairing who also cooks. At the 300 level, this drop looks these drops when the majority of my my colonists leave the area are a lot more terrifying. Oh, I actually don't have much for marble, do I? Let's swap Randy over to the marble deep drill. Wow, we may be ending this this stream on a cliffhanger, because I think any moment now we're gonna have a raid come in. And if it's anything short of a pirate raid bouncing off of this, a pirate or a tribal raid bouncing off of my my favorite mech cluster, I'll probably leave it to deal with at the beginning of the next stream. Edie gets an inspired tame. The suspense is killing me. Will we find out what's going to happen next? Will the next shoe drop before? Every time something pops up over there, I'm like, is it the thing? Is it the thing? Who's our oldest colonist in terms of cryosleep time included? Looks like it's Morrison by a mile. Morrison is 371 years old. Respect. Wow, but I think Cassandra really wants us to have an exciting cliffhanger here, because she's not giving us what we want. Well then, I think I'll just start singing myself out, because we're gonna have a very exciting start to the next episode from the looks of it, because Cassandra is not blessing us with our next event, which will set up the final portion of our quest for the stack trace. But for now, thank you to everyone who... Oh, an exotic goods trader. Oh, okay, and it's a ship. So we will do this before we leave. This will be the final thing, is we will talk to Arn Pryor Securities. We'll buy their Nutramine, buy their components and their advanced components. We're gonna sell a lot of drugs, I reckon. Don't need their Go Juice. I like Beacon. We don't have a lot of solar pinholes. I'm going to pick up some solar pinholes. I'll sell all the beer. Just get it out of my sight. Sell the thrombo horn. Buy all their gold. I'm keeping excellent and above statues still, I think. So let's start with the jelly. Maybe we don't start with the jelly. Maybe the jelly is more valuable and we start out with like 684 joints. It's too many already. 584 joints, and then like 212. Oh boy. We have just way too much going on here. 34? And then can I do... Nope. All right, we can't get that close. We'll do a little bit of this to round it out. We will loose the bears on our new goodies. And with that, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you to everyone who swung by. Leaf, I'm super excited. We'll chat more about RimWorld, I am sure. Robbie, thank you for hanging around. Davex, if you come back, thank you for chatting it up a bit. Sleeping, hope you have a wonderful rest of your night as well. And yeah, to anyone else out there, have a good one. I'm going to take it easy and kick back, eat some dinner. But that's it for me. Bye-bye.